Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all my blessed beloveds out there in living and thriving land. You're watching Living and Thriving with Rustie, and I'm Rustie, and it's so good to get your feedback. It's just been really awesome to invite amazing people onto this little video version of my radio show that woo, allows you to get tips and tricks and ideas as to what you can do to live and thrive during a pandemic. Nobody in our living sphere has really gone through something like this. And I just thought it was valuable to have these conversations with people. Some of the things that we have come across as I travel around the world having this conversation is, what's your passion? What makes you passionate? This is a great time to really delve into what makes you passionate. Other things, do you want to create a business? And if you do, what is your business statement? Have you come up with a business or a mission plan? What are you doing creatively? I can't say that word today. I've had so many interviews today. What are you doing for gratitudes and blessings? How are you handling the housekeeping of your spirituality? I know here where I live, people are really not maintaining the stay-at-home orders. The churches are packed every Sunday, and it's quite frightening. They're getting ready to open up the beaches here on Monday, and it just makes me a little bit nervous with an autoimmune disease and how many people make our time a little longer than should be. Anyway, the other thing is, Dr. Kevin and I had spoken a little while ago in regards to behaviors. What are you doing behavior-wise? Are you maintaining vacation attitude where you're kind of indulging in everything and anything that you possibly can, like the bag of chips and the 6-pack of beer? Not a judgment, just asking. Or are you ready to get back to work? And work doesn't necessarily mean that you're leaving in your car to go to the office that you're accustomed to, but work means that, setting a daily routine, getting up, getting dressed, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, and focused on a routine is probably very healthy at this point. Vacation's over, guys. Sorry. Hate to be the bearer of bad news on that one. Today, I have one of my dearest friends who I've known for many, many moons, and I actually found her on a pier in Portland, Maine, laughing a lot in the middle of a pier with a whole bunch of women who were doing yoga. And here's this hysterical laughter, and this woman is taller than me. She has a presence about her. And so we're gonna learn what Rachel does and why I hold her so close to my heart. She's pretty powerful. It's exciting. I see you. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh no. What happened? There you are. Hello, my beautiful friends. Do you have the audio on? Sounds good. Hello, beautiful.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I haven't seen you in forever and a day.
I know. I was thinking that myself.
You look great.
Thanks. So do you.
Thank you. I was just telling people how we met and how, well, the very beginning of when I first met you, but we didn't actually connect until probably about a year later. I witnessed a very tall woman laughing in hysterics on the pier in Portland many years ago. And I was like, what is she nuts? Crazy girl. So
there's no dispute about that.
I love you though. So who are you? What do you do? And what motivates you to be you?
Oh, what motivates me to be me? I think life motivates me to be me, life and spirit. Who am I? I'm just some crazy lady who likes to laugh a lot and likes to make other people laugh. I also seem to have a direct connection to spirit, so I am able to hear and see things that are about to happen for people.
Hmm.
Maybe soon, maybe down the line. So I'm a reader. I actually don't really consider myself a reader. I used to do the cards and all that stuff, but now I just listen and I tell people what I hear. So it's more of an oracle type of thing.
Right.
And I'm actually starting up an old new profession or business that I've had before. I had it when I was living in New York, and that is to be a fashion stylist.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I thought you were going to continue with your laughing yoga. So fashion
Um,
stylist, you go,
yep,
girl.
yep. Yeah, I used to do that. In fact, I did hair, makeup, and costume on Whitney Houston's first music video. Nobody even knew.
Not know that.
Yep.
You're such a well-rounded woman.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that passion. Like what sparked you to go back to, it's kind of like going in full circle, isn't it?
Yeah,
We
it
all do
kind
that.
of is. I think that part of it was people just started asking me about how I dress.
Hmm.
Like, well, it's not very difficult to dress well, and it's not that expensive to dress well.
No.
You have to know is a couple of rules, right? And you get something nice and basic, and well, can you do that for me? And I'm like, okay, sure. And the thing about fashion is that it was my first and foremost passion. I mean,
Hmm.
I remember when I was 5 years old making little dresses for my dolls
Aw.
and begging my mother, can I use a needle? No, you're too young. Come on. So she finally relented and let me use a needle to sew clothes for my dolls. And then, I was just taking one of my grandfathers was a master tailor. You could bring him a dress no matter what it was, and he didn't even have to take it apart. He could make an exact pattern of it.
Wow.
Yeah, so when my mother was younger, they used to go to Saks Fifth Avenue, buy outfits, and bring them home to their father, and they would make them, and they'd bring them back.
Oh no. Don't try that at home. It's not advisable.
No, no. Well, it was just, it was just a simple return. They never wore them.
Right, right, right.
For them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, and my other grandfather was a furrier, and my mother was very much of a fashionista.
Hmm.
She always looked fabulous. So I think it just was in my blood, and it was always there. So at one point I did have a clothing store in Soho in New York, um, and a lot of my styling jobs stemmed from that.
So what are you doing to stay, above this fear level, you know, self-care, self-help, love? And I know your daughter is still abroad, isn't she? Maybe
No,
out of the
she's
state?
actually in Malden, down about an
Oh,
hour
okay.
south of me,
That's nice.
working from home. Her company went underground right away. They went into lockdown as soon as they got the COVID news. So, we talk a lot, and I've been Skyping with people and Zooming with people just so I can stay connected.
Yeah.
It's not really social distancing, it's physical distancing. So you don't have to socially distance. You can still talk to people on the phone. I text people. I do Zoom whenever we
It's a
get
it's a weird
crazy.
phrase that they are using, the social distance. I don't yeah, it's
Yeah,
bizarre.
it is. It is. It's like, no, we don't have to really socially distance. We just have to stay at least 6 feet apart. That's all.
Right, right.
You
You're at
know?
the end of the driveway. Sorry.
Right, exactly. Just I'm in the car, just stand back, talk to each other. I had one conversation like that. And then so every once in a while I'll meet a friend. I do a lot of walking outdoors
Yeah.
when the weather permits. Today it is a very dreary, cold, New Englandy season day.
Yep.
Most people don't really know that in New England we have 5 seasons.
Cold, cold, and colder.
Well, there's that. Those are the 3 winter seasons. So maybe we have more than that. Because after the cold, colder, and colder,
It's rainy, wet, and muddy.
then we have mud. we have about 2 weeks of spring, and then or summer.
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 And then it's lobster. There's certain things I don't miss. I don't miss the shoveling. I don't miss the freezing weather. I just don't miss that, but I do miss the summers there. I really,
Yeah.
it's fun and playful, and you know, you can definitely tell who's been kept bound up over the winter. Some people learn.
Oh boy. So, and I've been taking a couple of, I wouldn't say I've been taking online classes, but I've been kind of brushing up because I also am a yoga teacher. I don't know if you knew that. But,
Laughing yoga.
well, there's laughter yoga, but then I've also been teaching regular yoga.
No way.
Yeah, I went to the 200-hour yoga teacher class.
Wow.
So the class that I usually teach is chair yoga.
Oh, wow. Explain that.
Chair yoga is using a chair as a prop. So in yoga, we have all kinds of props. The first prop that you have is your mat.
Mm-hmm.
That is considered a yoga prop. And then you've got blocks, you've got blankets, you've got bolsters, and you've got a chair. And there's many other ones as well, depending upon what kind of yoga you're doing. I was trained in a form of Ashtanga yoga, which is kind of a pretty vigorous form. It's not hot yoga, but it is yoga, which right now I can't really do the full practice because my knees are kind of going. So I was supposed to have that fixed, but then COVID.
And then that's what everybody's going to start saying is then COVID. Just like, nah.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
So what
every week I feel, oh, suddenly Monday. Where did the week go?
I didn't even know what today was. I just know it's not yesterday and it's not tomorrow yet. That's all I know. And sleep has been a nightmare.
Has it?
Oh my God. Chloe literally is on her 24-hour stretch. She's staying up 24 hours because she has been going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting up at 1. So she's trying to reset that. And I mean, she's so brave. And for me, I literally get 4 hours and then I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's.
Well, I was actually like that. And then one of my doctors had a bright idea that maybe I had sleep apnea. And so they tested me, and I do. So now I wear this disgusting mask.
Oh, that must be fantastic. Woo woo!
It is so fabulous.
Have you put glitter and stuff on it yet? I would do. I would really glitter it up.
You got to.
Unicorn horn.
You have to do something. I kind of decorated the sides a little bit. And
yeah, little fur.
Yeah. Little animal print, whatever it takes.
I love you. So back to the chair.
So it's basically using a chair for balance, because a lot of people have trouble with balance. So they can just hold onto the chair and do just about anything. We do warrior 1, warrior 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do warrior 3 with them because that would entail letting go of the chair. And I'm worried about their balance. Most of the women that take it. I've had a couple of men, but they're mostly over 70.
Right.
So, and we do all the sun salutations sitting down, and then we do them standing up. We don't get down onto the mat because most of them can't get back up.
I love that. I love that. So it's still allowing you to have the necessary challenges with some safety features. Oh, I love that. That's great.
Exactly. And the thing about it that's really nice is people come in and they think, oh, they're going to get, it's just going to be a nice little gentle thing. Oh, no.
There's nothing about you that's going to let anybody be gentle. When you're working people, you work them. Right. Like I said at the beginning of this, you have a presence. I wouldn't play.
I was born that way. So, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of all over the place, and I'm trying to trim down a little bit so that I can actually move forward with some things. I got a little tired of doing, of reading for people, because they would ask me what to do and I would tell them and they wouldn't do it, and then they would get into trouble.
No way.
Paying me to tell you what's going on, and then I tell you and then you don't do it. I mean, I told this one guy, I said, if you do this particular thing, you're basically gonna die. And he did it. He was very, 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 very lucky, because a friend of his walked by. He was doing an outdoor market, and I told him he's not in any shape to do that, and he did it anyway. And his friend was walking by, but he did actually stop breathing.
Oh no.
So I don't know why people don't listen to me.
I think, well, I mean, it's not that they don't listen to you per se. I think as a human on this large rock that we're surfing on, we have, and I am a huge stubborn person, as you know, we have this delightful ability to only want to hear the good stuff. And when we hear the bad stuff, we're like, I'm out, gotta go. And we don't acknowledge or appreciate the value of those messages. And so it's difficult for people in your workspace or messaging, I don't know how to really say that, to have tough messages and then to watch people do whatever they want to do. It's hard to step back.
Very hard. Yeah, it gets very hard. And they don't listen, and it's not just that they don't listen, it's that I'm not quite sure how to put it, but there's some disconnect, so one of the things that I noticed is either people completely ignore me or ignore what I've told them. It's actually not me, it's a message,
Right.
that's coming through me. So they ignore that message, or they take it the wrong way and they totally freak out.
Yeah.
Oh no, the sky is falling. Chicken Little, let's let's run, let's hide. And then they obsess, but there's some way to be somewhere in the middle. So
do you think that at this point in time where we don't really have a clock, we're not really responsible for very much right now, other than just not going to church every Sunday like the people in my town. Oh yeah.
Still going to church?
The churches are packed. They have been the whole time. It's very frightening.
Wrong?
Yeah. Well, they like you are dealing with, they're not hearing the larger message.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, for a lot of people who are willing to recreate and reshape their lives, because a lot of us are taking advantage of this time going, oh my God, I finally have time to do X, Y, and Z, and I get time to figure out what my creativity and passion is.
Right.
I'm wondering if this would be a better time for you, because people are more able to concentrate on what you're saying versus all of the other stuff and trying to filter.
Right. You make a good point, and I have been thinking of that. So I am going to start doing a little bit of advertising online and see what happens. People are also really short on funds right now. Some of the laughter I'm planning on doing on Facebook or whatever for free, just because I think a little levity.
Exactly. And that's why you were one of the first people, you were in my top 3 that I'm like, God, I hope Rachel has time for me. Because
because my dance card is very full.
I don't know, girl, things have changed. They change all the time. And with this pandemic, who knows what's doing who and who's doing what. And I actually finally have time to reconnect with people who I miss, like you.
Yeah.
We are, believe it or not, down to about 6 minutes. So talk to me about laughter yoga, because that's how I fell in love with you in the beginning. 10 years? Has it been 10 years?
Yeah. Oh, more
or
than
longer.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably been, I think it's pre-Chloe, actually.
I think Chloe was really, really little.
Yeah, she's going to be 15 now. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Dude, I can't even control myself. She's doing driver's ed right now.
I know. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
My heart just, and I'm proud of her.
And so talented.
Well, I don't know if I told you, but she was accepted into cosmetology. Jesus, my tongue's going to fall out of my head.
Mm,
college at the age of 14. She starts
wow.
college this August. Yeah, she's just,
That's great.
she has a
You'll love it. I
determination.
went to cosmetology school.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually had a license in New York. That's why I could do hair makeup because you can't touch people unless you have a license. So when I was doing hair, makeup, and wardrobe, I had to have a cosmetology license in order to work on people's hair and makeup. So I got it for that. But I used to also, you know, I was in there with all the punk things that were going on in New York at the time. In the
Yeah.
we did, very Edward Scissorhands hair.
Yeah, but that was fun. I mean, your personality
So
has always been, I mean, if you were to look at anybody for inspiration, you would be a person I would highly recommend because you are fun and you really don't give a banana
yes, yep.
because you know what's real and what's not real. And you have such confidence and love. Like you spew with
Thank
love
you.
and it's so beautiful. If anybody wanted to look up to a woman, it would definitely, you would
Oh,
be one of
thank you.
them.
That's so nice. So getting
Um,
back to the
but
laughter
yeah,
yoga,
laughter yoga. Running out
I
of
haven't really been doing that much laughter yoga. I've been doing laughter meditation.
time. Ooh, what's that?
Laughter yoga, you're doing kind of these little exercises to make you laugh. In laughter yoga, in laughter meditation, you're just laughing. So, it doesn't matter. You can smile, you can laugh out loud, you can get hysterical. It doesn't matter at all. And there's no reason at all. You're not laughing for any reason at all. The thing about laughter meditation is when you laugh for 10 minutes or more continually,
Mm-hmm.
cortisol goes down 24%. 24%.
That's
Okay.
huge.
When you meditate, your cortisol goes down 4%. When you medicate, it goes down between 4 and 5%. When you laugh for 10 minutes, 24%. Your mood changes, it gets you into that meditative state very, very solidly and very quickly, which is why I do it. So when I do it, we laugh for about 10, 15 minutes straight, and then you sit in silence for at least that much. And I've had people tell me that's the only way they've ever been able to really get into meditation. Because think about it. Can you think when you're laughing? Think about when you're hysterically laughing.
No, you know better.
Yeah, exactly. You're just laughing. I mean, think about the times when you've gotten into a laughing jag, like when you were little at, pajama parties, or, when you're hanging out with friends and you something funny. And then you just keep on laughing and you don't even know what you're laughing at anymore. So it's kind of like that effect, you get into
I, I love it. Is this something that you created on your own, or is this something that's going around that I've totally missed? Because this is
it's
my jam.
yeah, it's actually fairly new. I'm not the first one to do it,
Okay,
although at the beginning I thought I was.
right?
Oh,
Not you, girl.
that's so cool. Look what I've created. And then I go online and I Google it and I'm like, nope, nope, nope. There's other people out there doing it. So there's actually a very well-known meditation teacher that teaches at Kripalu and other places like that. And I think she was one of the first ones that actually turned it into a meditation. And in fact, she's got a YouTube out there. If you just go search for laughter meditation on YouTube, you'll find her.
So quickly, because we are running out of time, and I could probably talk to you for the rest of my life. We just always have so much fun. Where do we find you? If somebody who's watching this wants to learn more about chair yoga because their knees are going, or they want to laugh their butt off, which I guarantee, testimony right here, you will laugh a lot. Whether it's yoga or the meditation, where can they find you?
Well, I haven't gotten I haven't gotten a website up yet, but I'm working on it. That's actually one of the things that I'm doing during this time when I have nothing else to do.
Good.
And I say that loosely because you can always clean, right?
Oh Lord, if I clean any more, the house is just going to evaporate.
Well, you can come to my house.
You're right there.
That is, I have a hard time finding a way to make cleaning fun. But you can find me on Facebook under Rachel Resnick de Almeida, or I think I have another page which I actually don't use anymore, which I'm going to start up. And the name of the fashion business is going to be Fashion Fix.
Fashion Fix. That's perfect.
Fashion Fix, and the website of that is going to be fashionfix.style.
Oh.
Because I'm styling, baby.
You're styling, honey, girl. You get it. Now, is that going to be something you're going to consult on an international level, or are you going to do it just locally? What is your thought?
I think to start out with, I'm going to start locally, although I have been working on some webinars to put up so that people can get an understanding of their body type and how to dress for that, and how to dress for different events in their life.
Are you going to have pre-COVID and post-COVID body type?
Yes, I do believe you will.
Because I worked really hard losing 30, and I think I gained at least 15 back. And you know how much I love to cook.
I know. I was just going into this. I was like, oh, you got to reduce, because it's, your health depends on it.
Yeah.
You get up in years, you realize how much, you can fluff it off when you're younger, but once you start getting up in those years, it's like, oh wait, I could have a heart attack. So it's as serious as a heart attack. So I just before I dropped like about 15, and now it's been very, very difficult to keep it off.
I know. I was telling the last person I interviewed that my pants are doing social distancing. The buttons.
I know.
We're gonna have to revert to the keto style diet and yoga pants for a while. Yep. Anyway, we are so running out of time. I love you. I miss you.
I love you too.
I'm so proud of you. Do not be a stranger, please. And
I won't.
If there's anything that I can do to help you raise your business vibration, let me know. We can do a few more of these, whatever I can do a service to you, because you're amazing. Any parting words?
Be happy. Laugh.
That's all we really can do at this point. And I love slapstick comedy. So whenever I get kind of Eeyory and poopy head, I just go and I watch Charlie Chaplin or something.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Break it down.
Well, actually, I've been binging on Married at First Sight.
I just
and I find that to be hilarious.
Oh my God, it's like and there's that one where they're in tubes and they're trying to have Have you seen that one? They're in tubes and they don't get to see each other until they commit or whatever.
Oh yes, that's a different one, but that's also really, people, what's wrong with you?
I am a die-hard romantic. Flowers and chocolate and the first date and the can that's me all the way. And if you can't produce, I don't got time. Cannot. I don't. Anyway, I love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
Bye, honey.
Bye, babe.
That was my friend Rachel. And again, traveling around the world and talking to my friends, learning about what they're doing to live and thrive, learning about how they're coping, what kinds of things they're recreating, or in her case, she's going back to ground zero and recreating a business that she did many years ago. And I'm not going to say many because she'll probably slap me next time I see her. A couple of years ago. Okay, Rachel, I love you. Anyway, so what we're trying to do here is give you tips and tricks to find your passion, find your inspiration, tickle the thoughts in your head, and motivate you to do something new, delightful, and utilize this time in a positive way. I highly recommend Rachel's Laughing Yoga. I'm going to be taking her laughing meditation because if it's as good as her laughing yoga, life is good. It is beautiful. So definitely check her out. I'll put her Facebook link down here, and when her website goes up, I will circle around and put that in too. What are you doing to be of service? Rachel is doing free things online to help other people get into the groove and swing of positivity at this time. So what are you doing of service? What can you do? There's so many ideas. What are you doing to be creative? I love to create. And if I create any more things, I'm going to own Etsy. Just saying. know that routine is important, vacation is over, and know that being of service is really a great time right now because people need positivity. Stay home if you can, reach out when you can, walk the dogs when you can. Know that I love you, know that you're beautiful, and until next time.